So hello namaskar to the all chemistry lovers, doctors and engineers of the near future. मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं इन केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल रिगार्डिंग टू योर केमिस्ट्री. In previous video we have discussed about the important topic regarding to electrochemistry as it's just cell, their type, and this type of this after the type of the cell we have discussed about the galvanic cell. Further we have discussed about the important part, what is that is the representation of the electrochemical cell. Now the time to discuss about the important topic, that is the types of substance. If we'll go with the type of the substance, this is the types of substances. This is on the basis of flow of current. Flow of current. There are three types of the substance, or you can say three kinds of the substance. Number one is your conductor. Number two is your semiconductor. Number three is your insulator. These are the three kinds of the substance. First is your, we'll go with the just conductor. We can say substances which exist flow of current are known as just your conductor. If we'll go with the just example, then as example we can take acid, base and salt, and acid, base, salt and all kinds of metals. Salt and all kinds of metal, all kinds of metals. If we'll go with the further, then these are classified further classified in two parts: conductors, types of conductors. This is based upon current carriers. Number one is your, you can say, electrolytic conductors, and number two is your metallic conductors. These are the two types of the conductors. Number one is your electrolytic conductors. First of all, we'll go with these also called as ionic conductors. Because of current carrier will free ions, as you can say, cation and anion. There will just two types of the species as a current carrier, one of the cation and another anion. Just for these conductors, on increasing temperature, resistance decreases. So what we can say that conductance increases because of, on increasing temperature, we can say dissociation increases. So maximum, it will formation of the maximum current carriers as a cation and anion. So just R decreases. During flow of current, during flow of current, just during flow of current, chemical change, chemical change take place. पर्टिकुलर जब भी आप करंट फ्लो करेंगे तो कैथोड एनोड पर डिफरेंट सब्सटेंस का डिपोजिशन होगा, तो नो डाउट डिफरेंट सब्सटेंस का फॉर्मेशन होगा. सो इट विल बी जस्ट केमिकल चेंज. If we'll go with the just example, then we can take the example as a acid, base and salt. All kinds of the acid, all kinds of the base and salt. This was about the just electrolytic conductors. Now the time to discuss about the metallic conductors. Metallic conductors. Your first definition here is the just, you can say these are known as ionic conductors. So these also called as electronic conductors. Also called as electronic conductors. Second is your current carrier. Current carrier will free electrons. पर्टिकुलर यहाँ करंट कैरियर की फॉर्म में फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे. ऑन इंक्रीजिंग टेम्परेचर, on increasing temperature, just resistance of these conductor also increases because of there are free electrons, they collides with each other, and in flow of the opposes the flow of current. That's why we can say on increasing temperature resistance also increases. During flow of current, during flow of current, no chemical change occurs. Example, we can take just all kinds of the metals, all kinds of metals, especially silver, gold, aluminium, copper, etc. So this was about the types of the substance as a conductors. Now the time to discuss about the second, that is your semiconductor. What is about them? Let's see. This is about the semiconductor. Semiconductor, we can say substance behaves like insulator at low temperature, but at high temperature behaves like conductor. Those are known as the semiconductors. As a semiconductor, we can take the important example as a silicon and germanium. These are the two examples regarding to semiconductor. Now the time to discuss about the important topic, that is the insulator. Means we can say substances which does not exist flow of current at any temperature. Example, you can take plastic, bakelite, just PVC, polyvinyl chloride, etc. These all of are important polymers. So this was about the type of the substance as a conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Now the time to discuss about the important topic also. What is that? Listen me carefully. Now the time to discuss about the electrolyte. It's a very important topic. Electrolyte. This is the electrolyte. We can say that substances which dissociates into their constituted ions during molten and solution state. मीन्स पर्टिकुलर ऐसे सब्सटेंस जिनमें पर्टिकुलर एक्वस सॉल्यूशन स्टेट में हो या जस्ट मॉडल स्टेट में हो अपने कंस्टिट्यूटेड आयंस में डिसोशिएट हो जाए पर्टिकुलर दे ऑल आर नोन एज जस्ट conductors or we can say that electrolytes, sorry, and all the electrolytes behave like a conductors. So these exist flow of current during solution and molten state because they dissociate into their solution and molten state because they dissociate into their constituted ions. That's why they exist flow of current. If we'll go with the examples, then acid, base and salt acts as a electrolytes. This was about the electrolytes. So what we can say that electrolytes are also just known as, you can say, electrolytic conductors or ionic conductors. If we go with the further about the type of the electrolytes, then there is one of the important word that is called as degree of dissociation. There is degree of dissociation. On the basis of that, there are two types of the electrolytes, one of the strong electrolyte and another the weak electrolyte. So listen me carefully. This is about the, you can say, types of electrolytes. Types of electrolytes on the basis of degree of dissociation, that is your alpha. What is that? Just you can say alpha is equals to total dissociative molecules upon just total molecules मीन्स किसी भी रिएक्शन में टोटल कितने पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं उनमें से डिसोशिएट कितने डिसोशिएट अपॉन टोटल मॉलिक्यूल्स का रेशियो आपके पास में जस्ट डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन होगा. So there are two types of the electrolytes, two types. One of the is your strong electrolytes, and number two is your weak electrolytes. First of all is your strong electrolytes. We can say having complete dissociation. Electrolytes having complete dissociation. Complete dissociation means अगर आपने 10 मॉलिक्यूल्स लिए और 10 के 10 अपने कंस्टिट्यूएंट आयंस में डिसोसिएट हो रहे हैं, then 10 upon 10 it's a complete dissociation, and whenever there is 10 upon 10 then value of alpha will be 1. So what we can say that just degree of dissociation for these electrolyte will be 1, and as an example we can take strong acid as H2SO4, king of chemical, sulfuric acid, just HCl, hydrochloric acid, HNO3, nitric acid. As a strong base there is NaOH and KOH, and strong salt, as a strong salt there is NaCl, KCl, Na2SO4 and K2SO4 also. K2SO4, these all are as a strong electrolyte, or you can say just strong acid, strong base and strong salt are the example of strong electrolytes. This is the very important topic, because of without doing this topic will not able to do the some of the important topics. Those are known as, just you can say, conductance in electrolytic conductors, and a lot of laws, you can say your Kohlrausch law and so on, its application. So be with me, just take it seriously. Now the time to discuss about the weak electrolyte, that is very important topic also, and after then we'll go with the just conductance in electrolytic conductors. Because of सॉलिड के लिए तो आपने, मेटेलिक के लिए तो आप लो स्टैंडर्ड से डिस्कस करते आ रहे हैं, 10th में भी आपने डिस्कस किया है कि ओम्स लॉ को फॉलो करते हैं पर्टिकुलर, तो वो सब चीज इनके लिए भी डिस्कस करेंगे. सो नाउ द टाइम टू डिस्कस अबाउट द वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. weak electrolytes, just we can say, just does not exist complete dissociation, does not exist complete dissociation, first thing. Second thing, just you can say these don't have any kind of the complete dissociation. Degree of dissociation will be less than 1. Degree of dissociation for these electrolytes will be less than 1. As an example, we can take a weak acid. As a weak acid, except these 3 acids, you can take the example of ethanoic acid, just formic acid, and as a weak base, you can take the example of NH4OH, you can take the example of lime water, milk of magnesia, etc. and weak salt. As a weak salt, you can take ammonium acetate, you can take ammonium formate. These all are as a weak electrolyte. So this was about the important part, that is the strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. And as a strong electrolyte, we have taken just strong acid, strong base and strong salt. As a weak electrolyte, we have taken just weak acid, weak base and weak salt. So this was about the just important part of the electrolytes. So dear doctors and engineers, it was a very short topic, about just 20 minutes you can say, but it's a very important regarding to the further topics as a conductance in electrolytic conductors, as a Kohlrausch law an entire part of the electrochemistry. So go through this kind of the topic properly. Just command this kind of the topic. Command should be proper, because of without doing this topic it's not possible to do further. So यहीं से आप इसे अच्छे से पढ़ें. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स क्या होते हैं, सब्सटेंस के टाइप क्या होते हैं, कौन से सब्सटेंस में क्या चेंज होता है, बिकॉज ऑफ इट विल बी अ क्वेश्चन. One of the question, that is the what is the difference, what are the basic difference between electrolytic conductors and just metallic conductors. So those are as follows. Just I am again repeating you with you. Just one of the is your electrolytic are known as ionic conductors, while metallic are known as just electronic conductors, because ionic conductors exist free ion, while electronic conductors exist free electron. If we'll go with the just further, then we can say just ionic conductors on increasing temperature, just value of R resistance decreases, while just metallic conductors value of resistance increases on increasing temperature. There will chemical change during flow of current through the just electrolytic conductors, while for just metallic conductor it will not any kind of the change. Further, we can take the example as a just we can say electrolytic conductors. We can take the example of acid, base and salt, while for the metallic conductors we can take the example of the all kinds of the metal. इसी तरह से अपना विश्वास हमेशा जताते रहिए. आपसे फिर मुलाकात होगी एक नए टॉपिक के साथ में, कंडक्टेंस इन जस्ट यू कैन से इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक कंडक्टर्स. तब तक के लिए शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद.